Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys and Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Say what up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
What's up, nerds? Indeed, we are back with another spoiler season. That's right. Modern Horizons 3 just released this weekend.
Yep,
We are talking about new cards
yep.
because that's how we do it around here. It's time for Assassin's Creed. That's right. We have a bunch, and when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch of spoilers to talk about from Assassin's Creed. I personally have never played an Assassin's Creed game, Shane. I think you played like the first two.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're about to call on me, dude. No, I played like two, maybe.
Yeah, and then the other two people that are part of Guys of Magic, David and Steven, have played Assassin's Creed, so they're not here.
They'll answer all of our questions today. Just kidding.
But we do, like I said, a lot of cards to talk about. We are not talking about any of the reprints. We're not talking about the commons. We're not talking about the uncommons. If you guys wanted to see all of the spoilers that they're released as spoiler season happens, I say this every time. Check the link in the description for our Instagram. We post everything. But we were just talking about the rares and mythics today, and we are not also talking about the starter decks. There's new cards from the starter decks. It's just too many cards. We're talking about 23 today, 8 of them from starter decks we're not talking about.
Too many
So
cards.
let's just go ahead and start it with this first one. It is Edward Kenway. It's two, a blue, a black, a red for a 5/5 legendary creature human assassin pirate. This is at the beginning of your end step. Create a treasure token for each tapped assassin, pirate, and or vehicle you control. And whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled.
Top part seems real
Powerful,
good.
powerful effect.
Lots of treasures. The bottom part, the minute I saw this, I was like, kind of reminded me of like that Gonti that you built, and that wasn't that great to play, at least on spell table. So I wasn't so jazzed about that ability. But dude, tap treasure, or sorry, just treasure, real
It's
good.
treasure, not even tapped.
Not even tapped.
Yeah, obviously these are a lot of legendary creatures we're talking about today. Way more legendary creatures so far in just this small set compared to Modern Horizons 3. Um, so we're not even having you guys. By the time you're watching this video, our commander grades for Modern Horizons 3 hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah,
So we will be talking about these and these commander grades
later.
in the future.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so Edward Kenway, obviously legendary creature, can be a commander, but as a card itself, I think is very powerful just to be able to keep those assassins, pirates, and vehicles tapped. Like when you crew the vehicles with your assassins or pirates, they
yeah,
consider tapped, and you
yep,
just make treasure.
yep.
It's really powerful. But yeah, let's move on. Next up, Eivor, Wolf Kissed. 3, red, green, white, 7/6. Legendary creature, human assassin, warrior. It's got trample, it's got haste, and it says when it deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards. You may put a saga card and or land card from among them onto the battlefield. That's a very powerful effect.
It is. That starting 7, like even if it's blocked, you should be able to mill a good amount. But I mean, this deck, if we're talking about like, my brain obviously just goes straight to being a commander again. I won't dwell on that, but like, the deck will have to definitely be synergized around Saga and I guess land to fall back on. But the Saga deck
I
good
think
enough?
it
I don't
gets.
know.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can put a saga and a land onto the field. That's pretty powerful. Yeah, just that fact that you can go ahead and mill whatever much damage. It's self mill commander in Naya. So that's cool.
Yeah, trample and haste.
Speaking speaking of Naya, let's move on to Sigurd. I think that's how you say this guy's name. Comment down below. Jarl of Ravensthorpe. It's red, green, white for a 3/3 legendary creature human warrior. Vigilance, trample, lifelink. It's got a boast of pay 1. Put a lore counter on target saga you control or remove one from it. And it also says whenever you put a lore counter on a saga you control, put a +1/+1 counter on up to one other target creature.
This seems
That's a cool ability too.
really strong. Yeah.
Do keep in mind that boast effect. If you guys don't remember what boast does, it can only be activated if you attack this turn and only once per turn. So you can only do it once, but it's still very powerful enough to take a lore counter off to keep your sagas going.
Yeah. Or fast forward and put one on. Pretty
Instead
good.
instead of those old sagas that don't have the read ahead mechanic, you can go
Yeah.
ahead and read ahead with boast.
I think I like this guy better, honestly.
Comes down cheaper.
Comes down much cheaper.
Vigilance, trample, and lifelink.
Very relevant keywords. Yeah.
Put put the counters on himself.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll get big out of hand pretty quickly. because it says whenever you put a lore counter on a saga. So if you had multiple sagas going at once,
Yep.
as soon as that main phase hits, saga, counter, 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 counter.
Yep.
Pretty nuts. Next up, Haytham Kenway. It's 2, a white and a blue for a 3/3 legendary creature human knight. It's got protection from assassins. It says other knights you control get +2/+2 and have protection from assassins. And it also says when it enters the battlefield for each opponent, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls until Haytham Kenway leaves the battlefield.
That seems good.
Oh, it does seem good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how relevant the very, very first line of text kind of seems like flavor, but the
It is
Lord,
flavor for the set, right?
yeah.
Because
Oh yeah, for the set, yeah. I just meant like
But
if you're playing at a random table.
yeah, I don't know how often you're gonna run to assassins, but I don't know. It's pretty cool that it's a Knight Lord, Shane.
Yep.
ETB exiles creatures until it leaves. I mean, technically, I guess you can blink this and trade off. Be like, I'm gonna take that one next because that one's better than the one I already have exiled.
Yeah.
So
Seems like a
you can
good
do
card
that.
though.
Yeah, not too bad.
Steven mentioned he'd put it in the what's that?
Cigar Jabari.
Yeah, Sigurd
Cigar
Jabbar.
Jabari.
Pretty good card.
Pretty good card indeed. Moving on to Mary Reed and Anne Bonny. 1 blue red for a 3/3 legendary creature human assassin pirate. It's got haste. You can tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. It also says whenever you discard an island, pirate, or vehicle card, create a tap treasure token.
Hmm.
So a little benefit of discarding specifically.
That's true.
I like that.
I don't like tap treasure, but I mean, cool.
I think it's cool that it has haste, so you can do the ability immediately.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yeah.
And it's, what is it called when you draw before discarding? Rummage? No, not rummage.
Filtering?
Filter? Yeah.
Rummage? I don't remember. So many
Please, someone in the
words.
comments. They know that I'm really good at naming things in
Yeah.
Magic, so
You got all the insights.
I got all the insights.
But I think this card is powerful. I think this will be a good helm at a pirate deck. And yeah, vehicles, they're on a ship. We will talk about that specific ship in a minute.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to a card that they said, you know what? Good luck pronouncing. It's Ratonhnhake. Ratonhnhake.
You did
That's
great.
right. Also known as just Connor, because that's his name in the game. Is Connor. This is his real name though. It is a white, blue, and a black for a 3/3 legendary creature human assassin. It says as long as Connor hasn't dealt damage yet, it has hexproof and can't be blocked. And whenever Connor deals combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace. When you do, return target equipment card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then attach it to that token. That's pretty good.
That is really good. It's got like evasion before it attacks, so it's pretty much gonna get in, right?
Yeah, it can't be blocked. And then as soon as it does damage, it's like, all right, you can kill me if you want, but I'm also making a 1/1 that returns an equipment from
Yeah.
graveyard to the battlefield attached to that 1/1.
Yeah. That's almost like a living weapon at that point. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a powerful one.
Yeah. It sucks that it can't help you in that combat, but it's still really good.
I like how it's Esper too. There's fun shenanigans you can do with this card.
This will definitely be one to look out for in the commander grades.
100%, man. I am stoked on this one. Let me tell you. Let's move on to an equipment. It is Caduceus, Staff of Hermes. It's 2 and a white for a legendary artifact equipment. It says equipped creature has lifelink. It also says as long as you have 30 or more life, equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has indestructible and prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this creature at a quick cost of 2 white mana. That's
That's
good.
pretty good. That's
In
a
a
really good
game
equipment.
of Commander, that equipment is turned on immediately.
Yeah.
If you're starting the game. So with 40 life, I feel like they used to not write the amount of life anymore because of Commander, but here we are.
Well, no, they just changed it, right? Because before it was like, if you have 10 more than you're starting, or what was it? Like 10 more than
No,
you're
that's what I'm
starting.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what they changed it to
Right. Wait.
because of
Oh.
Commander.
Oh,
Because originally, if you look at stuff like Sarah Ascendant, it says if you have over however many life, then it's a 6/6 fly lifelinker for 1 mana.
yeah.
So they changed it to like, hey, if you have 5 health over your starting life, that way it
Got it.
doesn't turn on as easy. So here we are, turned on immediately.
Well, they want you to play it in Commander. That's all I see.
Yeah, and it will be played in Commander. And
100%.
it'll probably be put in all of the life gain decks because
100%.
this is super easy.
Yeah.
Your creature just doesn't die.
Nope.
It's like I'm just gonna swing in. You can block if you want. It's not gonna take any damage, and I'm gonna gain 5 plus whatever the original creature's power was.
Yeah. That's
It's
really
cool.
good. I like this a lot. I'm sure you do too, because you're the
Hmm.
life gain deck.
I am indeed. Yep. Let's move on to Shaun and Rebecca, Agents. For 1, a green, a white, and a blue for a 4/4 legendary creature, human assassin scientist. Got vigilance, and it says when Shaun and Rebecca agents enter the battlefield, search your graveyard, hand, and library for a card named the Animus and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. You can tap it to add a colorless. When you do, you mill 2 cards.
Hmm.
Very cool ability where you can just be like, search everywhere for the 1 card.
Yeah.
You'll get it guaranteed and put it on the battlefield for free.
Yep. I mean, I don't know anything about the lore, but I know in the spoiler video they were talking about like these people were the ones that were originally dealing with the Animus or something. I don't. Sorry if I just offended everyone for not knowing what I'm talking about.
I think they're the one. Yeah, they put you back in time or something like
Yeah.
that.
Everyone's screaming at us. They're like, "What? How do you
Are
not
you
know?
stupid?
Are you
Come on,
dumb?"
man.
Sorry, we're guys
Comment
that
down below.
magic. We don't guys that Assassin's Creed.
Guys at Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
We are now though. Speaking of guys at Assassin's Creed, let's talk about another real life character in the game of Magic. It's Sokrates, Athenian teacher. It's 1, a white, and a blue for a 0/4 legendary creature, human advisor. Got defender, and it says it has hexproof as long as it's untapped. It also has another ability. You can tap it until end of turn. Target creature gains. If this creature would deal combat damage to a player, prevent that damage. This creature's controller and that player each draw half that many cards, rounded down. That's cool.
I think it's really funny, dude. I was talking a lot of trash about, oh, I'm gonna play my Leonardo da Vinci deck or my Cleopatra deck, but I'm kind of coming around to the idea now. Like, I want to play some Sokrates, dude. I don't know.
So great, dude.
Sokrates,
Wild
dude.
Stallions, man.
This is a cool card, though, dude. This is like the the land that David always plays against me. That's like, you're not doing combat damage anymore. It's like, damn it. The downside is you're drawing cards, but
Hey,
good.
find a way to deal damage equal to the number of cards your opponent draw. There's plenty of those effects. This
That's
is
true.
going to hurt them a lot.
This is a cool card,
And
though.
you can also do this on anybody's creature. So,
Yeah.
like, if you want, play little mind games with your opponents. If one opponent's attacking another opponent, they get to draw cards. Say, hey, chaos.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you get to, it's very, very political. Like Socrates would be
Mhm.
very political.
Yeah, I like it. It's political. You hear that? Socrates.
I'm gonna keep saying Socrates, dude.
Socrates. Yeah. Let's move on to Desmond Miles. It's 1 and a black for a 1/3 legendary creature, human assassin. It's got menace, and it says it gets +1/+0 for each other assassin you control and each assassin card in your graveyard. It also says when it deals combat damage to a player, surveil X, where X is the amount of damage it dealt to that player.
Cool.
It is cool. I think this is insane.
In the
The
membrane.
fact that it has a menace, giving that evasion, and then just obviously build around just assassin kindred type.
You can get real big.
It can get real big real fast and deal a lot of damage, and then you can surveil and be like, oh, those are more assassins. Pitch them into the graveyard, make it bigger.
Yeah. Wow. Miles Morales, dude. Spider-Man.
No,
He's even doing like the
that's-
Spider-Man pose.
yeah, he's doing a Spider-Man pose. It's pretty cool. Next up, Evie Fyre. 1 and a blue for a 2/1 legendary creature human assassin. It says partner with Jacob Fry. Has the ability to pay 1, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a creature card this way, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn.
Okay.
Easy to
Relevant.
the point.
Yeah,
I
cool.
like it.
Reminds
Cool,
me
man.
of that other blue creature that made your creatures unblockable when it did a thing, right? Like a Martha Jones or something.
Martha Jones, that's correct. A lot of blue creatures giving things unblockable. And yeah, so Evie Fry partners with Jacob Fry. We will move on to Jacob Fry. Look at how bad the quality of this card is.
Okay.
Because they
Wow.
spoiled it, but didn't actually release the card. I don't know. So it's
Looks good.
from the video itself. It's Jacob Fry. It's 2 and a black for a 3/2 legendary creature human assassin. It's got partner with Evie Fry. And whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat damage to a player, exile up to 1 target assassin card or card with free running from your graveyard. If you do, copy it. You may cast a copy.
Hmm. That's
Cool.
interesting.
A little partner there. So basically, Eevee's given the unblockable. Once you deal the damage, Jacob Fry then does its thing.
Yeah. And then
Pow pow.
I might need to be refreshed on free running. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so free running is really cool. It's an alternate cost. We will get to free running cards in the
Okay.
later in the video.
I'll wait.
But basically, what free running says is you can do an alternate cast only if you've done combat damage with an assassin or something.
Oh, I remember now. It says with an assassin or your commander. Remember they
That's
stapled
correct.
on the commander part. Yeah, okay.
It's staple.
Got it.
And you can
Cool.
cast it for the alternate cast cost.
This is a
So,
cool little pairing.
pretty
Little
cool.
Demir pairing, yeah.
Moving on, it's Layla Hassan, 3 and a white for a 3/4 legendary creature human assassin. Got first strike, and it says when it enters the battlefield, and whenever one or more assassins you control deal combat damage to a player, return target historic card from your graveyard to your hand.
Cool.
It is cool. Always get that artifact back that you keep sacking or something like that.
Yeah. Seems a little just. I don't want to use the word vanilla, 'cause that's just not true, but it's not one of those wowing cards. You know, I'm not wowed.
But don't forget, historic cards are also legendaries. So if
True.
anything that was legendary went to the graveyard, comes back.
Yeah, but for 4 mana, it's like put it on the field, dude. Come on.
Put it on the field. That's a pretty powerful effect.
I know. That's why I want it.
It says first strike too, so that's cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. Let's move on to another really, really cool card.
Okay.
This is the Capitilone Triad. It's 10 mana for a 7/7 legendary creature, God Artificer. It says those who came before, which means this spell costs 1 less to cast for each historic card in your graveyard. It also says exile any number of historic cards from your graveyard with total mana value 30 or greater. You get an emblem with creatures you control have base power and toughness 9/9.
What? Wow.
So yeah, this is kind of like the first creature that actually has this word emblem stapled onto
That's what I was gonna say. That's crazy. We can't interact with emblems still, can we?
Nope.
Wow. This is gonna be an annoying commander.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's colorless.
It's colorless, yeah. But
Interesting.
surprise Eldrazi? This is the surprise Eldrazi commander?
Maybe? I don't know. There's no, like, maybe.
Like, oh, my Eldrazi have a base power and toughness 9/9 now. Oh wait, those little Eldrazi spawns that are 0/1s, they're now 9/9s.
This card's cool. I would definitely like to see, like, an avenue to build it. If it's, I mean, if it's just Eldrazi, that's cool. Pitch a bunch of things equaling 30. It should be easy.
Yeah, I like this card a lot. I think it's very easy to cast this for less than 10. Like really easy. Especially with the cards that we've already seen that you could just start filling up your graveyard yourself.
Yep.
So, artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are all historic. I can see this card being easily 4 mana once it's in the graveyard, depending on the mana value of those cards that are in the graveyard. Exile them immediately to get that emblem.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. This is an interesting card. I really like it.
And like I said with Eldrazi are legendary. So
True.
their mana values are huge. You could do 3. Exile 3 of them. Now you get that emblem.
True. True, and it's ridiculous.
I love it. Let's move on. It's Abstergo Entertainment. It's a legendary land. You could tap it to add a colorless. You could pay 1, tap it to add 1 mana of any color, or you could pay 3, tap it, exile Abstergo Entertainment, return up to 1 target historic card from your graveyard to your hand, then exile all graveyards.
Dude, when this card first came on the screen, I was like, this is dumb. I don't like filter lands. I didn't read that last, then exile all graveyards.
Yep.
That's dumb, dude.
Yeah, so like get your favorite thing and say goodbye to everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, that's so mean.
Including yours, granted. So I
Like,
don't know how powerful this would be.
what do you mean?
I mean, 3 mana to get one thing back and then say goodbye to the rest of your things.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously, you're running it into a deck of I don't know. I don't know where you would run this.
in a deck that just doesn't care about their graveyard.
I guess.
That's what I would do.
What would you run? What would you run this over? I mean, it just taps for colorless, and then, like you said, you got to filter in to get other mana.
It reminds me of help me. The bog, Bajuka. It's like a super mean Bajuka bog.
No, it's not.
Why?
Pachuca Bog does it without paying.
Right, but it's only one person. This is everybody.
Sure, there's other effects that do that though.
Okay, well, this is on a land. I don't think this is pretty good.
I don't know. Comment down below. Do you guys like this card? Let us know. Let's move on to a legendary artifact. It's the Apple of Eden, Isu Relic. It's 4 mana for a legendary artifact. You can tap it, pay 4 life, sacrifice Apple of Eden, look at target opponent's hand, and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards this turn. And mana of any type may... Hang on, sorry, I got confused because I was like, does it really say exile all the entire hand?
Yeah.
Hang on. My throat's getting dry. All right. You can tap it, pay 4 life, sacrifice Apple of Eden, look at target opponent's hand, and exile those cards face down. You may play those cards this turn, and mana of any type can be spent to cast them. Until end of turn, whenever you play a land or cast a spell this way, its owner draws a card. At the beginning of the next end step, return the exiled cards to their owner's hand. Activate only as a sorcery. That's cool.
It's cool. And like we have a mutual friend that does like this game, and he was saying this is like a big part of one of the stories, I guess. But like, is that effect? Like, I kept thinking about that effect, and I get that you're completely disrupting their hand, but then like you're gonna cast them and let them draw a card, or play a land and let them draw a card.
Yeah.
And then if you don't play everything else, they just get it back. Like, this seems weird.
Just take their best stuff, just play it.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'm missing something.
You don't draw something better.
Yeah. Because it just seems like damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I'm missing something. Like, leave me a comment, please. Tell me what I'm missing.
Please help.
Please
I think
help.
I think he's a decent. I don't know how powerful, but you know what? I like it. I think it's pretty good. I think just the ability just to mess with someone's hand always.
Yeah, that's true.
You're paying life too, so it's.
That's true.
But then again, you can only. This is a one-time effect. So you're sacrificing it. I'm changing my mind.
No, I kind of now changing my mind to liking it, because I'm thinking you do this to the blue player, and like you take all their counters, and then you just have a turn.
You can't cast their counters unless you cast something first.
No, but they can't cast their counters either. Is what I'm saying. They don't have a hand anymore, so you would just tap this on your turn. Like, I don't mean the turn you play this.
You're saying just to use this to prevent someone from even casting anything.
Yeah, it's just stopping them from interacting with you when you're trying to do your thing, because this only pays for life, or takes life to activate. Let's say I play it on turn 4 or whatever, later on the line when I have like my win condition, I'm like, all right, I just gotta stop this guy from stopping me. Boom, take his hand, then win. That could be an avenue now that I'm thinking about it.
There you go. You got it, dude. You figured it out.
You
don't need to comment anymore.
I channeled David.
Let's move on to Basim Ibn Ishaq. I hope I said that right.
That's fantastic.
It is a blue and a black for a 2/2 legendary creature human assassin. This is whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. It can't be blocked this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you put a +1/+1 counter on it.
Hmm.
This is really, really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Seems good.
Yeah. It also just says it can't be blocked this turn. Once you
Seems really
cast
good.
a historic spell,
Yep.
and then once it deals damage, it just grows. Coming down super early for 2 mana.
Yeah.
This is gonna get nuts.
This would be a very fun, like, on curve. This is, the tempo here would be crazy, yeah.
Would be. But yeah. I'm excited to talk to the other guys when it comes to the commander grades.
Yeah.
Speaking of a new legendary, let's talk about this bird. It's Senu, Keen-Eyed Protector. 1 and a white for a 2/1 legendary creature, Bird Scout. It's got flying, it's got vigilance, and it says you can tap it, exile Senu, Keen-Eyed Protector, you gain 2 life, and you scry 2. And whenever a legendary creature you control attacks and isn't blocked, if Senu is exiled, put it onto the battlefield attacking.
That's a cool ability.
Yeah,
That's
I like that a
really
lot.
cool.
It just comes back
Yeah.
from exile. You don't get to see that very often.
That you really don't. That's because when you read that first part of like exile him and do that, I'm like, cool. That's really cool, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah. So like now removal just doesn't work because this will probably come back. You just run this in like a mono white legend. This
Yeah.
will never go away.
I mean, maybe because once he comes back, he's already tapped, so you can't tap him and do that. But the ability costs nothing. You just have to tap him.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's got vigilance too, so you can swing in and deal damage first.
Oh my god, it does. This card is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this a lot. I
Yeah.
think because these are also seeing modern play too. These are modern legal.
Wow.
I think this is gonna be a pretty good card modern.
I don't play modern, but I can see why it would be.
Gaining 2 life and scrying 2.
Just kind of for free, and then when you legendary
then when
creature
you
attacks, you just get it back.
Mm-hmm.
That seems good.
Mm-hmm.
That seems good.
Moving on, this is Aya of Alexandria. It's 2, a red, a white, for a 4/3 legendary creature human assassin, menace, lifelink, and whenever a historic creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with menace.
This is the back half of the card they showed.
It is.
Because they didn't show this on the stream.
They didn't.
I didn't
This is
actually have you see this yet.
Yeah, this is a cool one.
Yeah, it is. Interesting. I mean, they both do really cool things.
Hmm.
Combat damage to a player. Yeah.
Make a 1/1.
Yeah, seems good.
It's whenever a historic creature. So that means like for however many historic creatures you have that are dealing combat damage, you make that many 1/1s.
True. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Some pretty heavy hitters here at the end.
And like I mentioned, this next card is the ship that Mary Reed and Anne Bonny are on. That's right. This is Jackdaw. It's 1, a blue and a red for a 4/4 legendary artifact vehicle. It says whenever Jackdaw deals damage. Nope. It says whenever Jackdaw deals combat damage to a player, you may discard your hand. If you do, you draw a card for each artifact you control. Crew cost 3.
Interesting.
Imagine
Hopefully,
you have a lot of treasures.
I was gonna say, hopefully I have a lot of artifacts and not a lot in my hand, and then just start filling
Dude,
my
you're
hand.
gonna be going through your deck so quickly with this card
That's true.
because I don't care if I don't have my win con in my hand. Swing in, and then get rid of everything. However many treasures or artifacts or mana rocks or just
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw 10 real quick. Okay, doesn't have
Casual.
it. A casual 10.
Let's do it again.
Do it again. Good card, good.
Yeah. See, I mean, I don't like vehicles, but not bad.
I'm here for this one. Yeah, we got a lot of cool artifacts in this deck, or is set, should I say? Speaking of which, this next one, it's Crystal Skull, Isu Spyglass, 2/2 blue, legendary artifact. It says you may look at the top card of your library anytime. It also says you may play historic lands and cast historic spells from the top of your library. You can also tap it to add a blue.
4 mana.
4 mana rock that allows you basically card advantage.
That's true. That's true. You get to look at it, and then yeah, you just have an extra card in your hand, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, getting the other opportunity of playing the land, the historic land. That's pretty important. Cool.
Yeah. Crystal Skull. That's right. We're here, Indiana Jones.
What a good movie.
What? Yeah. Moving on to the final card we're talking about. That's right. It's Mjolnir, Storm Hammer. It's 4 generic mana for a legendary artifact. Equipment. It says when it enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control. And whenever equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. Then Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tapped creatures that opponent controls. Equipped cost of 4.
Wow.
This is going right into Hilda.
Great.
I
That's
love
pretty
the
cool.
fact that it's dealing damage to every opponent for however many tap creatures a single opponent has.
Yeah. Punishing that one. Yeah.
Punishing the entire table.
Just like a knockoff Thor or what, dude?
Smolnir, dude. It's Thor's hammer.
That's Mjolnir.
Yeah. Mjolnir.
You're saying it weird.
Mjolnir.
So is it supposed to be really Thor's hammer?
Yeah.
Can't wait for people to leave comments on the way you say his hammer's name.
Is it gonna be reprinted in Marvel?
Probably.
That would be crazy if it's the exact same. I doubt it.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because this is Assassin's Creed specific.
Why is Thor in Assassin's Creed?
Same reason Sokrates is, okay?
But he was whatever. He was a historical figure. I don't think Thor was a historical figure.
Why is the crystal skull in this, huh?
Ah,
Same situation, all right?
dude,
You're
I'm
asking
so
the wrong
confused.
questions to the wrong person.
You're right. What am I doing with my life?
I don't know. What do you think this is a card?
I just like hearing you say it wrong.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Whatever.
Okay.
That is going to do it for us today. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because you don't want to miss out on all of the spoiler season that we are currently in for Assassin's Creed, and all the Modern Horizons 3 videos that are coming out as well, and all the other videos, because Bloomburrow is in like 3 weeks.
There's no way, dude.
So wrap in. Comment down below, what was your guys' favorite card we talked about today? I will start, Shane. You start thinking about your favorite card, because mine, I'm actually gonna have to go with the Capitilone Triad. I can't say that. So
Can't say anything today, dude.
This is a hard set to pronounce words.
You're not wrong. I get it.
What was your favorite today?
I'm gonna go with Keen-Eyed Protector. The falcon that just keeps coming back.
Yeah. Senu. But yeah, like I said, comment down below, what was your guys' favorite? Also, don't forget to check the links for the Instagram, the Twitter, and the TikTok. That's at Guys That Matter for each one, especially that Instagram if you wanted to see all the spoilers throughout spoiler season. It's over there. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your ad support. It means the world to us. You guys wanted to see what they are seeing, which is not here on YouTube, which includes extra gameplays and extra upgrade videos and stuff like that. Check the description as well for a Patreon link and consider subscribing. And until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye.